game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
Look at the 76ers starting group. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. Maxey out there with Quentin Grimes. And it's Oubre in at the 3 slot. Now Bridges. Paul George missing from long range. Pass to Towns. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to big cats.
4-0.
And here's George. To the left side wing. Robinson with the block. Oubre against Anunoby. Plays it up and banks it in.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. We talked about the strategy tonight, particularly against Joel Embiid. He said, quote, "I told my guys to get as physical as they want," adding, "He's not a guy you can guard gently. He demands that you get aggressive." Hopefully that assertive defense gets Coach the results he's looking for. Back over to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. And the dunk by Embiid.
What a scary sight. Joel Embiid with all that momentum taking it to the hoop, looking like a freight train.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same. But can he hold off Father Time?
And here are the Knicks now. Here's Brunson. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And defensively, if you are not on point, Brunson more than capable of finishing inside.
For Philadelphia, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. George against Towns. George with the bucket.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now, here's Bridges. Runs in the bounce pass. And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist by Brunson. Anunoby's got 5 now.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
And George kicks to Embiid. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Brunson outside. And again, it's a New York 3.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both ends.
Josh Hart, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Embiid the screen. Down low. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Embiid's got his 2nd basket of the night.
And keeping that head on a swivel, Maxey anticipating his man to be there off that pick and roll and delivers a nice dime.
Now, here's Bridges. Still without a basket. Anunoby has the open look from outside off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
George looking around. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And George, such a confident player. He's also terrific at recognizing when he's in his own.
Towns wide open. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got his 3rd assist on the night. There's 1:59 left to play in the first quarter. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought it in.
The Knicks leading by 9, and Hart has it in the corner. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Maxey finds George. Here's Oubre. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. It's Grimes on the wing. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And new group in for the Knicks. Cordy's checked in. Rashawn Yabusele comes in for OG Anunoby. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Miles McBride subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Then for the 76ers, Brendan Watford comes in for Kelly Oubre. And Jared McCain subbed in for Quentin Grimes. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for New York. The 76ers trail by 8. Here's Maxey, and he converts the layup.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
.46 seconds left to play here in the first. Clarkson passes to Towns. And he uses the glass on the layup. Towns has got 9 points.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now, here is George. Pass to Maxey. Back to George. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Shot clock at 5. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
Clarkson kicks to Hart. Hands it from downtown.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
I love their approach tonight. They are hitting at a really high percentage.
It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Knicks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for New York.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
We've got Miles McBride. Hart is out there with Gershon Yabusele. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Towns in at the center position. They're the group New York will start the second round. Greg, we know something every scout liked about B.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, "We still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something." Back to you, Kevin.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for the 76ers. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Yabusele can't hit. The 76ers trail by 7. Here's Edgecombe. Misses from close range. New York's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. McBride passes to Clarkson. shoots over Edgecombe. Shot's good by Clarkson.
And this is what Clarkson is out here to do. He's consistent about looking to score from the mid-range.
Screen by Watford. Inside. Pass to Bona. Looking for Watford. He gets it there. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Clock at 4. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A different look for New York. OG Anunoby's checked in for Yabusele. Mikal Bridges comes in for Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, for all the anticipation around NBA expansion, we might have to pump the brakes. I'm told a number of team owners are a bit hesitant to further carve up the revenue from this new national broadcasting deal, so the timeline may take longer than some fans had hoped.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Shams, we thank you very much for that report. And Philadelphia making a change here. George is checked in.
And Bridges is a crafty player, knows how to draw whistles and get to that line.
And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
George, no good. The Knicks leading by 11. Pass to Brunson. Anunoby left side. Towns a screen on McCain. From deep, Brunson. And Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Here's George. Embiid trying to break loose. George, no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. No good on the 3. The 76ers trail by 11. And George kicks to Oubre. To the middle. Here's Embiid. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. New York's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Got a piece of it. Pass to Grimes. Back to McCain. For 3, Oubre. The Knicks pull it in. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The kick out to Anunoby. Towns sets the pick for Hart. Offline with his 3. The 76ers trail by 11. Oubre finds George. Oubre outside. Pass to Grimes. George with a screen on Hart. Grimes. Off the mark and the drop continues.
Yeah, but the defenders break all over him. He just could not shake loose.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. The Knicks making a switch here. Robinson's checked in, and Philadelphia also making a switch. Maxey's checked in for Jared McCain. Now here's Brunson. Out to Bridges. And he stays with it. Buries it from three-point range. Bridges has got the lead up to 14 now for the Knicks.
No hesitation from Bridges. He gets the ball and is primed to take that shot.
Oubre, no one around him. The 76ers with another miss. Hart the pass to Bridges. 1:15 left to play in the first half. It's tipped. Hart with it. Now defended by Embiid. And Robinson throws it down.
What a heads-up pass to know that his teammate was going to be available down in the paint.
Grimes finds Oubre. Maxey against Brunson. And Embiid throws it down.
And seeing a guy as big as Embiid being so fluid in terms of his movement, jaw-dropping.
The Knicks leading by 14. Brunson outside. Robinson sets a screen for Brunson. And a miss there on the triple. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Another young rising player in this league who's learning as he goes along is Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he continues to get more responsibility on his plate, and I think as he starts to embrace that leadership role a little bit more and become more vocal, I think then you're going to start to see Philly really do some great things.
Yeah, maturing before our eyes. He's checked in for Josh Hart. The 76ers trail by 14. Maxey kicks to Embiid. Embiid the screen. Here's Maxey. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
And Anunoby slams it in.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Here's Embiid. Misses the wing chair. And so it's New York with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. Now we've got them. Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. It's a 16-point game. And a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, G.A., there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been their two best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, it has some truth to it.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. Quentin Grimes out there with Tyrese Maxey. And it's Oubre in at the 3. The Knicks leading by 14. Now here's Brunson. Pass to Bridges. Towns in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. That one goes in. Towns has got 11 points.
On the catch and shoot there, just so relaxed. Almost looks like Towns is playing a game of horse out there.
Maxey kicks to Oubre. Here's Grimes. Misses the 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Anunoby finds Brunson. The kick out to Anunoby. Off target from out. Side. The 76ers trail by 16. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Maxey passes to George. And it's George finishing it off.
And holding nothing back there. George gives the dunk his all.
Here's Brunson. 5 points in the game. Bridges outside. Towns kicks to Anunoby. Bangs home the trifecta. 10 points for him.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Karl Anthony Towns is taking his rebounding to a new level in New York. He said, I didn't put all this muscle on for no reason. I'm going to keep playing physical, keep playing my game, and I'll keep demanding attention from every defense and then let the game play out. Back to you.
Playing physical for sure. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Towns, a screen on Maxey. Brunson, no good. The 76ers trail by 14. Now Maxey. Basket good. Maxey's got his second bucket. And you think of the different styles of play. Tim, is there one that you prefer watching?
I personally like variety, Kevin. I like certainly three-point shooting. That's how I made my living. But I also want to see post play. And I want to see teams that also can beat you with isolation sets as well. I think those are the toughest teams to defend. They can hit you from any area.
They sure can. Maxey finds George. Embiid the screen. Just 5 on the clock. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Paul George.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
Brunson with a clean look. Robinson. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Philadelphia has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Embiid against Robinson. Back to Embiid. Over Robinson. Embiid, no good. The Knicks leading by 13. Here's Brunson. 7 points in the game. There's a screen by Robinson. On the wing, Anunoby. A three-pointer off the mark. The 76ers trail by 13. Maxey with it. Brunson picks him up. Here's Embiid. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
A three-pointer is right on target.
Don't sleep on Embiid's ability to create for his teammates, and it helps draw defensive attention away from his attack.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. 76ers will go for a different look here. Brendan Watford's checked in for George. Edgecombe comes in for Kelly Oubre. Jared McCain's checked in for Quentin Grimes. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Maxey. And again, it's the Knicks missing. The 76ers trail by 10. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And there was some power behind that slam by Edgecombe.
44 seconds left in the third. Yabusele setting a screen for Hart. Pass to Clarkson. Yabusele in the corner. Drills it from outside. Yabusele's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. Edgecombe with it. Embiid in the corner. Here's Watford. The three ball. Edgecombe, no good. Now McBride. Clarkson for three. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Knicks lead by 11. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, he made the right play. It didn't have to be a highlight reel play, and that's all you can ask from any position.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Karl Anthony Towns. Gershon Yabusele is out there with Hart. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Clarkson in at the 2 guard. That's the 5 for New York right now. Puts it up from 12. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. 6 points here for P.J. Edgecombe. And here's Clarkson. Pass to Yabusele. And here's Towns. And Embiid pulls it down.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
Watford passes to Embiid. Shoots over Yabusele. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
Domination, plain and simple. Embiid isn't holding back. It is giving the defense all he's got.
Towns up top, guarded by Embiid. Towns kicks to Hart. Over in the corner, McBride gets it to go from beyond the arc. McBride's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, he's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, we talk about winning basketball all the time and what it looks like. Well, that defense right there, that's the opposite of that.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. So for the Knicks, Bridges comes in for Clarkson, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Miles McBride. And the 76ers also making a change. George is checked in. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up. going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort, incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Edgecombe, no good. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. 17 points was their biggest margin. Hart with the screen for Brunson. Pass to Hart. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Here's Watford out to the right wing. Edgecombe with it. Shoots over Bridges. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, that's a shot he should make the majority of the time.
Pass to Brunson. Here's Hart. Off target with his three. The 76ers trail by 10. Outside, George. Now McCain. Back to George. Rebounded by Hart. The Knicks have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Pass to Brunson. Looking to get it going. From deep. The three goes down.
You can't afford to let Hart get going from deep. He's ready to shoot it when given the opportunity.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. A different look for New York. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Yabusele. And OG Anunoby subbed in for Hart. Philadelphia also making some changes. Oubre's checked in for Trendon Watford. Quentin Grimes comes in for Edgecombe. And Maxey subbed in for Jared McCain. The close-range shot is good from Brunson.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game has gone, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Outside George. And he can't stop the runners that misses. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Towns, a screen on Maxey. Towns outside. From outside, Maxey rips down the rebound.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Fires the three. Rebounded by Anunoby. New York leading by 15. Brunson outside. Outside, Towns. 5 on the clock. And it's off. The 76ers trail by 15.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for New York.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance. But, in particular, a real good game it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
And he was tremendous on the glass tonight, controlling the boards and fighting for extra possession.
Embiid fires, sinks the big jumper.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Well, they have finally found something that's working, but it's against a defense that clearly has led up since they have the lead.
Towns looking around. fires one right through. What touch!
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
And the Sixers last season, Tim, winning less than half as many games as had been projected.
Well, the injury bug completely derailed their season. And by the tail end of that year, a low win total was actually in their best interest because they were trying to ensure they retained their top 6 protected pick.
The 76ers with the rebound. So no problem for New York as they get the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now, let's send it over to Allie LaForce, standing by with our player of the game. Allie, take it away.
All right, I'm with Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, congratulations on the victory. What was key in getting the win here tonight?
We played like we wanted it more. We came out here and we just did a lot of great defensive stops. It wasn't offensive. It was more defensive. We did a great job. We got the 50-50 balls, put us in a nice position.
We can see and feel that desperation. Congrats on the win.